Hello guys, it's me Fishman e bem-vindos a um live de um game do Humble Choice que é o Paradise Lost. Eu não se vê aqui o P, mas tem ali um P, podem confiar em mim, trust me bro, I'm a reader. Portanto vamos fazer o full gameplay à partida, não sei, eu acho que o jogo não é assim tão grande, portanto vamos fazer assim um livezito longo pelo menos para jogar este jogo. O jogo está na Humble Choice do mês de Fevereiro. E pronto, eu estou a jogar também outro jogo. O mês de Março tem quase o Humble Bundle a sair, mas se quiserem se inscrever no Humble Bundle, tem aí um link. O Humble Bundle é um site que vende bundles de jogos e jogos com desconto também, e que parte das suas receitas revertem para a caridade. Ai, tão bom. Portanto, para instituições de caridade, têm feito um ótimo trabalho, têm dado muito dinheirinho em instituições, e por isso, se quiserem ajudar e comprar jogos com ótimos descontos, tem aí o link do Fishman para se inscreverem, que assim também me ajudam a mim, que eu sou partner deles. Dito isto, vamos lá então no game Paradise Lost. Não sei bem o que é este jogo, não sei bem o que é estou à espera, não sei que é intenso na história. Estamos num bunker, aparentemente. Não vi bem o ano. Loading 100%. E portanto isto é um jogo rico em história. Não sei se é um walking simulator ou algo do género. Estamos num bunker, ok, sim. Parece uma nave espacial em forma de falo. Sei que este jogo tem finais alternativos também, tem finais diferentes, não sei quantos. Se por acaso a história for fixe, possivelmente posso tentar ter mais finais, mas acho um bocado difícil ter tempo para conseguir fazer isto tudo. Thank you. Dankeschön. Forte tá. Isso é o que vai acontecer depois da Terceira Guerra Mundial. Que está aí, às portas. A culpa é da Rússia. Estou a perceber que está a nevar muito, está mau tempo e não sei quê. A gente deve estar num bunker, tem pegadas ali. Denial. O som estava um bocado alto, peço desculpa. Ok, câmera. Movement. Só temos estes botões. O jogo é um walking simulator. Ui. Será que isto é um jogo de terror?
Nie płacz, synku. I'm scared of the dark too. This is how we fight it. See? And now Mommy's going to make it all warm and cozy and you tidy up your toys, dobrze?
Acho que eles estão a falar russo.
It'll be warm in no time. Nobody likes when it's cold, right?
No.
Maybe when you're big and strong, the winter will go away. What do you think? Yeah, that's what I thought. There's no way of knowing. We just have to take it day by day. Did I tell you how brave you are? Well, even if I did, I don't say it enough. You think I'm boring, But that's what being a mom is all about. Being boring. Time to sleep, little one. No matter how dark the night, the new day's sun will rise. Pamiętajcie.
Se fosse só a Bia que não me gosta de ver a streamar. Epá, eu sei que está frio no jogo, mas eu estou com calor. Será que aquilo era uma memória nossa? Está frio no jogo, pois. Na realidade não está assim tanto frio. Também não está calor. Frio é para fracos, true story. Frio é psicológico. Nunca vi gajo mais calorento que o Dread PT. Faça sol, faça chuva, o homem está sempre de t-shirt. Raramente o vi com casaco. Também não há casacos que lhe sirvam, mas pronto. Interact, ok. Documents. I'm afraid morale is continuing to decline. Some of the men are getting restless. I suspect some of them have realized that their Oberlieutenant knows as little as they do. Understand that our mission is top secret, but we are possibly the best equipped unit in the entire German army, and our purpose still remains a mystery to us. We are set on a veritable mountain of rifles, mortars, grenades, missiles, Geiger counters, and state-of-the-art machinery that has never been tested. We even have a cutting-edge communication system, yet no sign of incoming transmission. When will we take the fight to the enemy? Então isto... Ah, tem o símbolo do Hitler. Ah, ok, então... Ups. Então isto é durante a Segunda Guerra Mundial. Ok, já lemos. Ups. Ok. Está cheio de pó aqui. Sou alérgico a pó. Vamos ver se temos aqui mais alguma cena. Eu julgo que isto seja... O que era isto? Mais documentos. Date, location, blá 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 blá. I was dispatched to level 00 at 942 patrol, Edge 061B to the northernmost entrance to the shelter. Upon arrival at the shelter door, I observed, as usual, that nothing had changed. The door was sealed and I again encountered 0 trespassers. That concludes my daily report, which, of course, no one ever bothers to read. And still you bother to write it. Não, nada. Eu espero que isto não seja de terror. Eu não estava muito preparado psicologicamente para um jogo de terror. Mas eu acho que não. Olha aqui. Heil Hitler. Não. Hitler is a very bad person. No hail him. Shit, eu não vejo um cu. Wrong way. Isto está fechado, tem uma corrente. Nothing here. Está ali alguma coisa. Os documentos dão muito estrilho. Ah, não é um documento. É para a gente passar de esguelha. Vou apanhar cagaço. Vou fechar os olhos. Oh shit. Acordámos o monstro.
What was that? What happened? Is everything alright?
Ah, select.
Is the rotor, Mom? It fell.
Is it broken? We can't take the generator without it. Don't worry. We should have a spare one somewhere.
Oi.
Mom,
Oi.
who's this?
It's no one. Do you understand? It's no one.
Ok. Estou a ficar com alergias aqui aos pós do bunker. Propaganda. Saving. Isto tem saída? Ok, deve ter. Vamos ver se há ali algum documento. Ok, os diálogos têm escolha. Deve ser através dessas escolhas que... Provavelmente temos que ligar o gerador para ativar as cenas. O elevador. Mas deve ser os diálogos, portanto, que nos fazem levar os diferentes... os diferentes finais. Hã? Gostava que houvesse um botão para correr. Nem para saltar. Damn, este alarme, se há um bocadinho aquilo não assustou um monstro. De certeza que isto vai acordar. Ah, ok, pensei que esta plataforma era o elevador. Nós estamos a jogar com o miúdo. Nós somos o miúdo das memórias. Mas ele não parece estar ainda muito adulto. Ok. Temos que ir ao 04. Alright. Pensei que íamos ter que mover aquela palete. Portanto, nós estamos aqui à procura da nossa mãe, possivelmente. Jump. É um miúdo. As mãos parecem umas mãos muito novinhas. Ok, no turning back now. Dificilmente conseguimos subir aquilo. Aqui um comboio de luxo. Tabaco, o que é isto? Boa notícia. Nem dá para ler. Observator. Ok. Sim, provavelmente é o miúdo que está aqui à procura também. Tantas malas para a gente abrir, porque é que vamos abrir só esta? Porque já sabemos que há lá um documento! Dear Grandma, you will... afinal, estava a carregar no botão errado, se calhar a notícia até dava para ler. You won't believe who's on the train with me. Greta Muller. A Greta Thunberg sei quem é, agora a Muller não sei. You were just playing a record at me. She's so elegant. É uma música. I wish I could talk to her, but she has her own car and no one's allowed inside. There's also a cartoonist from that newspaper you always read. He even drew a picture of the Führer for me, but I think he made Göring look like a little slimmer than he really is. It's an honor to be on the same train as so many talented people. I'm so sorry that I didn't yet to say goodbye. They came when you were away and were so impatient and rude, nothing like I imagined they'd be. But at least they promised to deliver this goodbye letter. I hope this finds you well. I love you, Adela. Ok, então estavam a reunir as grandes mentes aqui. Músicos, pessoas talentosas, cartunistas. Ali foi de onde a gente veio. Até dá para voltar para trás, mas... se lixe. E ela é bem pequenina. Grande esforço para subir isto. Which way? Vamos para aqui primeiro. To all colonists, you are advised the only one suitcase per person will be allowed in Gesellschaft. All additional belongings will be disposed of upon arrival. This rule will be enforced by the SS Race and Settlement Main Office. Rashei. Eu conheço o Rashbi, agora Rashei não conheço. There will be no exceptions. Ok. Mas eles também, apesar de estarem aqui a reunir pessoas conhecidas, estavam a restringir bastante as cenas. O que é para eu fazer com isto? Uma caneca. Só se eu parto essa merda. Parto só um vidro. Já que o alarme está a tocar, trai aí o monstro para o pé de ti. Não há monstro, toda a gente sabe que os monstros não existem. Isto é uma história inspirada na realidade da Segunda Guerra Mundial.
I'm leaving, do you hear me? And you're not going to stop me. I don't want to spend my whole life here. Mama? Mama, are you okay? Mamushu?
Mushu? Pá, isso parece-me russo, mas eles se calhar são russos que estão na Alemanha. Mr. Bauschber, I'm writing to you because I have a favor to ask. I understand that is no longer my place to intervene since all of my worldly assets are now legally yours, but I hope you will grant me this final favor in any case. I am sure that the first thing you are planning to do is cut down that beech tree stood in the yard. However, a family of blackbirds has built a nest there. Please make sure to relocate the nest before cutting down the tree. P.S. Next time I should remember to buy a train ticket from someone who somewhat resembles me. We look nothing alike. Not to mention your passport photograph. Alice, you were the only person I know of in all of Bavaria who has granted this ticket. Ok. Então, o bilhete supostamente não era transmissível. Este gajo estava com medo de ser apanhado porque a fotografia não era parecida do passaporte. Ele trocou a casa por este bilhete. Spiritus Drink. Patrocinado por Spiritus Drink, este live, que é uma bebida energética com álcool e cocaína, como certas bebidas. Ok, não conseguimos passar ali. Tentar puxar isto. Não. Tá perro. E esta? Esta vai. Ok, mais um elevador. Dear Leopold, many times I played I prayed, please God, make me ignorant, make me blind to what is clearly in front of me. I'm just a simple mechanist doing what is asked of him. But in my heart I always knew that the day would come when I had to pay for all these years of looking the other way. What pains me even more is that now the day has finally come, and you are the one who must suffer the consequences, not me. Today I lose a friend, and I can't help but wonder if it had to be this way. Maybe if I'd found the courage to question my orders, I'd have knowing this would be our final journey together. I salute you, my old friend. I'm truly sorry that it had to end like this. Apesar dele não correr, eu acho que no shift ele anda mais rápido. Parece. Leopold! Estava a escrever uma carta ao comboio? Porque este elevador iria para baixo. Este também vai para baixo. Porque ele ao subir partiu ali a ser este gelo. Oh shit. What? É lá, grande gruta. Isto é tipo uma cidade subterrânea. Aquele comboio chegou aqui. The Underground City. Tem comboios aqui em baixo? Ah, ok, seria para transportar os comboios. Right. As pessoas tiveram que bazar. Tinha prisioneiros também. Escravatura, pimba.
Zdrowaś Maryjo, łaski pełna, Pan z Tobą, błogosławionaś Ty między niewiastami, błogosławiona owoc żywota Twojego, Jezus. Święta Maryjo, Matko Boża, módl się za nami grzesznymi, teraz i w godzinę śmierci.
A nós estás no céu está a rezar. Ave Maria. Ora, Pai Nosso. Potato. Don't worry, Mom. I'll be okay. What am I going to do, Mom? Mom, I can't do this without you.
So... See you, Mom.
Afinal, a mãe dele morreu. Então não estamos à procura da nossa mãe. Se aquela senhora da foto não era a nossa mãe. E a gente basou do bunker. Ou estamos a bazar neste momento? Não estou a perceber. Será que nós nascemos aqui? E fomos criados aqui neste bunker? A gente está a entrar no bunker. Será que estamos a voltar aqui para algum motivo? Ok, já estamos no 1. Nosso destino é o 3. Will I find something useful? Mais informação. My dearest Annie and Bartek, while I was on the train I couldn't stop thinking about your sad little faces. The tears you shed as you waved goodbye, shattered your dear mother's heart. Just remember, this is not my first tour, and you know I always rush be home to you, my little birds. This time I will be performing in a very special place, so you can expect an amazing gift when I return. Or even better, you can write me what your dream presents will be, and I will do everything in my power to make it happen. Anya, please remember to take care of your little brother. We will see each other in no time. Love, mommy. A mãe russa tem voz de homem. Matroshka. Remember, you can always play one of my records if you want to hear mommy sing. Esta é a tal... Se calhar a tal cantora que tinha o carro só para ela. Jean. Só vinhos e... insulina. Está super poderes, puto. Devias ter levado disso, puto. Olha, mas isto deve valer dinheiro. É a Anya e Bartek. Lá qual é que era o nome dos putos. Então, mas a gaja era uma cantora famosa e não levou. Foda-se, guarda vinho de um cofre. Deve ser um vinho bem bom. Se ela tem filhos e não levou os filhos. What a bad mom. Não queria abandonar os meus filhos. Se eles ficassem na merda, eu ficava na merda com eles. Se eu tivesse a oportunidade para ir para um sítio bom, tentava trazê-los comigo. Ok. Parece-me que este bunker esteja mesmo abandonado. Pelo menos eu sei que o Hitler era assim meio maluquinho e gostava de artefactos místicos e não sei o quê. Mas temos, por exemplo, o Wolfenstein, em que ele tem zombies e tem muito lore no Capitão América também. O Red Skull trabalhava para o Hitler. À procura de cenas místicas. Temos também o Hellboy, que também diz que o Hitler era interessado por essas cenas. Portanto, não sei até que ponto é que isso é verdade, nunca vi nenhum documentário sobre isso. Também nunca me dei ao trabalho de pesquisar. Mas pronto, há muitas cenas que apontam para isso. Então porque estar sempre a ir buscar o pobre do Hitler? Chumbas a artes, gosta das coisas místicas. Isso é muito clichê. What the hell is this? É engraxador de sapatos. Já não existe isso, só se agora usa-se waterproofing de sneakers. Fancy. Leva, sócio. Otário. Isto é valer dinheiro, sócio. Está aqui uma fortuna parada, montes de malas, de violinos e não sei o quê. Era vir aqui com malões e vender tudo para a feira. Feira da segunda mão. Isto range muito isto. Paredes bem partidas da vida. Na volta não é o melhor sítio para a gente andar. Oh shit, cheirar caca aqui. Isto tem passagem? Tem ali à esquerda. Estou mesmo a ver que numa destas merdas vou apanhar um cagaço do caraças. Match documents to the letters of the General Governor of the General Government. Prepare a list of people qualified for operation under Tauchen submergence. This bunker should contain Aryans who are unwavering in the nation's socialist convictions, between 5 and 50 years old, distinguished specialists in their fields, or display potential to become such healthy. Care must be taken to ensure the presence of farmers, skilled laborers, craftsmen, doctors, pharmacists, teachers, engineers, scientists. A list of specialties and quotas will be provided in the separate document. Furthermore, each bunker should contain at least an healthy non-Aryan woman between the ages of 18 and 25, and frozen sperm samples taken from male non-Aryan men. Heil Hitler, Russian Führer, Heinrich Himmler. Então eles queriam escravos à partida. Tem ali gajas e esperma de gajos não arianos. So pretty. You are very beautiful, girl. I would fuck you. Provavelmente iriam engravidar as gajas para ter mão de obra barata. Não digo escravatura, mas lá perto. Eles não podiam ter arianos que não eram escravos. Não podiam ter arianos escravos. Ou seja, todos os escravos eram não arianos. To the Chief of the SS Race and Settlement Main Office, Krakow. Dear Sir, I would like to draw your attention to the quality of material delivered to the Quell, their intelligence program. We should receive LT 60 to 35-year-old woman whom we then subject to further screening. However, most of the women's census from the district can, at a glance, be diagnosed as underfed, frail, loose-ridden, and over 30 years old. We currently reject 90% of the candidates without examination. Understand that the simplest course of action is to take subjects from concentration camps, but our program as the personal support of Reich Führer Heinrich Himmler, and he might be upset to learn that the lack of proper candidates is endangering the program's completion. I trust that the human stock in the next transport will live up to the SS reputation. Okay. Será que nós somos um desses... Por isso é que vivemos só com a nossa mãe. Será que somos um desses não-arianos? Gravidados... A nossa mãe engravidou com um esperma qualquer. Um gajo qualquer. Aqui não há passagem. Temos esta mala. Vamos buscar. Ok, eu imagino que a porta esteja trancada. Para ter aqui uma cena para irmos para a conduta. Oh, how predictable. Gostava que o jogo tivesse rotas alternativas. Se tem finais alternativos. Porque, pelo menos por este princípio, em que já estamos há meia hora a jogar e o jogo é muito linear, sem grande experiência de jogabilidade, não é um jogo que eu quisesse fazer outra vez para ver finais alternativos. Portanto, se o jogo fosse sempre assim, até pode ser uma história interessante e tudo mais. Olha, gigantando logo. Intermission. Que é que what the fuck? Russian. German. Saving. Oh shit, isto vai ter saído até. All arrivals, welcome to Gesellschaft. We are now located in the greetings chamber. Due to higher air pressure, you may experience some discomfort. Do not be alarmed, your body will soon adjust to the new conditions. Staying in Gesellschaft is guarantee of safety, innovation and freedom from any blood crimes. All of you have been carefully chosen by the Office of Racial Policy to continue the 1000-year ride here, where the degradation of the outside world cannot reach you. Here, where the physically and mentally inferior cannot perpetuate their suffering in the body of their children. And even though you are far below the surface, it is historical record that solitude provides the conditions for the greatest of societies. Okay. Isso é uma cartinha de boas-vindas. Está para ir para ali? Bem, não parece que isto tenha nada. Vamos tentar ir pela main door. Isto é um elevador. Mod Zeitung. Quem é o Zeitung? Conheço o Zé Manel, agora o Zeitung não. 3, 4. Nós vamos ir para o número 3. Oh shit. Monstro. Sim, claro, isso resolve. Isso resolve sempre que agarrem todos os botões aleatoriamente. Anger. Achievement Unlocked. Denial. Completamos o capítulo 1. Isto são os... Não sei quantos estados é que são. Os 7... Não, estes 7 pecados mortais. Mas acho que são 7 há mesmo. 7 estados do luto. She not dead. Pela sombra somos pequenitos. 2. Será que são 4 estados? Eu sei que o último é o acceptance, é aceitar as cenas. O primeiro era o grife? Acho que sim. Oh! Ok, destrancamos a porta. Guidelines for Operation Submergence. Since the Soviet Union remains our enemy and it's uncertain how long the USA will maintain neutrality, our priority must be producing large amounts of atomic weaponry, developing a method of deploying said weaponry at long distances. If we are unable to complete either of these points and do not destroy the righteous enemies, we must prepare for Plan B, that is temporarily disabling the enemy with all available atomic weaponry, providing shelter to the Volk, and preparing them for the final battle. Here are its core elements. Finish work on the Queldar intelligence program as quickly as possible. Build network of radiation-proof bunkers suitable for 15 years of inhabitation. Prepare tactical nuclear weapon. Prepare plans to evacuate most valuable members of society. Once the enemy approaches on right soil, evacuate said citizens to the bunkers. Attack the enemy with all available atomic weaponry, temporarily disabling them and safeguard the area via radiation. Train a society of warriors in the bunkers who will perfect and produce new weaponry. Return to the surface and defeat enemy once and for all. Damn! Então estes aqui seriam os últimos seres vivos do mundo. O mundo seria deles. Ok, temos aqui um document de destruir todo o mundo. To Oberst Hugo Neubar, OK Chief of Infantry, Dear Colonel, I have just received the proposed training guidelines for that National Guard for the Third Reich program, which is meant to prepare children for enlistment in the Volkswasch. Their author is a certain Major Horst Koschik. I sincerely doubt, said Major Koschik, has ever met a child, no one who has wielded items such as loading bullets into a rifle to develop coordination, to a program for 5 years old. I firmly request that you reject this program and create a new one with the assistance of human development psychologists. They will be able to bring to bear expert knowledge of the mental and motor capabilities of children at various stages of development and, unlike Major Korshik, will have some motivation, some notion of what constitutes proper pedagogy. Blá blá blá, blá blá, blá blá blá. Ok. Tenho muito medo de estar constantemente a ler aquilo do Heil no Hitler. Pois o algoritmo pensa que eu ando aqui a fazer saudações nazis. New thank. Der Hole é o buraco. Perceba alemão. Oh shit. Wrong button. Says to record conversation between orbitings. What in the fuck's name are your cretins playing at? Still don't have any spelt. If you're under the impression that I'll wait till harvest, let me clear that up for you right now. I won't. Everyone suddenly lost their fucking minds over that grain. 30 times a day they call me from the Vaterland, from Bohemia and Moravian protectorates, even from France, all rating about some stupid wit. Countless generations since the Middle Age never touched the stuff and didn't seem to mind. I mind. I have orders to ensure the delivery is completed. Grain isn't a widget. I can't just churn out more. Do you think I haven't been trying to find some? Write a complaint to the Ministry of Agriculture. But the following. Consigo ver a minha cara. God damn it. Low resolution cams. Ia comprar uma GoPro. Isto é uma arma? Said this is for Kurt Hartman, Winter, blah 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 blah, 1953. We have successfully created a computing machine whose processing power is at least 15 times greater than that of American ENIAC. Its construction employs newly discovered methods of neural communication in the campus, sustained by faint electrical impulses and activation of normally unused parts of the brain. Its interface allows it to simultaneously process the stored information while using its processor management. We predict on operational periods of 4 years after that its processing power will start to decline, potentially threatening its system ability. Cadê o quadro do I Want You? Nice. Já estamos na parte do museu. Uma estátua de um pissarinho. Não tem saída? Está a ver a medalha. Ok, estou um bocado confuso. Estou vindo dali da outra divisão. Vim para aqui, agora tenho que vir aqui para a direita. Não. Não tem saída? I'm a little bit confused. Oh shit. As câmaras estão-me a ver. Alguém está aqui? Suspicious.
I know you're out there.
Was it the cameras? Did you see them following you? They are not easy to operate.
What do you want?
Who says I want anything? I was just watching you out of curiosity.
Who are you?
I came here to look for things to scavenge, just like you.
Eu não estou a
that's
escavanjar.
why you're here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you can tell me.
I'm not telling you.
Don't be like that. I can help you. I'm in some sort of control center, so I've got a pretty good view of things. There are cameras, switches, and whatnot in here. I could help you find whatever it is you're looking for. What do you say?
And what do you want in return?
Just a small favor. Somehow I got myself locked in here. So I just need you to find the control room and get me out. You help me and I help you. That is called a quid pro quo.
I know what it's called.
Alright. So, will you help me?
Dobrze, I will help you. Tell me how.
So, I have this map and I think I figured it out. We are on level 2. Should be -2 if you ask me. Anyway, the room you're in is connected to a warehouse that leads to the forge. And that's where the control room should be.
And that's where you are.
That's right. Just come here and get me out before I completely lose my mind. Oh, as a gesture of goodwill, I'll even open the door for you. Voila.
So, I guess I should get going.
Yep. Be careful out there. Did you want to say something?
You won't hurt me, right?
I wasn't planning to, but now you mention mention it. Kidding.
Well,
Not going anywhere, so if you see a microphone, you can say hi. Or whatever.
ok, strange. São umas escadas? Aparentemente não. Isto não tem saída. Também não se vê um cu, mas se tivesse saída eu ia para ali.
This place is made of salt. I mean the cave, not the warehouse. I figured I would entertain with some facts about this place. That might have been the only fact I know about this place. The speakers all the warehouse. So here.
The first supplies available to colonists will be any metal, wood or leather that can be salvaged from the trains used in Operation Undertouch and Submergence. They should thus be thoroughly stripped and their materials refurbished and put to immediate use. All colonists are reminded that by the time it is abandoned, the bunker should have produced arms and provisions for at least 2 divisions, to the extent supplies and capacities allow. Research and development work must also be undertaken on the refining conventional arms and developing new weapons to ensure our victory. Estava ali um cão. Não. Isto é Dungeons and Dragons. Right. Tem os dados ali. Força. É um elfo. LOL. Nice. Tem aqui os dados todos. LOL. Fazer outra vista. Tem ali um interruptor.
What do you think they keep in those containers? Nothing very useful if they are still unopened. Unless they never got a chance to open them. Maybe they didn't know how? No, that couldn't be.
Comentar a porta com aquele avião, right? Como é que eu subo? Where the fuck do I need to go?
I can't get through.
I can see that. I have an idea, but I need your help.
What should I do?
Do you see that crane? I think I can control it from here. But first we have to release it from that thing. Can you do something about that?
I can try.
I have to.
That lever, you need to pull it.
Which lever, bitch? Deve ser esta aqui embaixo. Então, sós.
Got it.
Não dá para subir. Só mesmo para interagir com as cenas e as luzinhas. Será que tenho que empurrar isto por trás? Eu percebo que a gente tem que ir para aquele lado. Ah não, se calhar agora já podemos saltar. Não. Dude.
What are you planning to do with that rocket?
Fire.
Quiet and need to focus.
Watch out! It might blow up!
It won't blow out.
Don't!
Are you alright?
You could have warned me what you were planning to do.
I was afraid you might say no.
So you risk my life?
Hey, I got you out of there, didn't I? Anyway, I don't see any cameras in there. So I'll meet you on the other side.
Meet you on the other side. We are going to die. Ok, agora vamos ter a ajuda dela. Então o que é isto aqui? Ah, é a câmera. Ok. Right on through to the other side. Right on through. Tum, 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 tum. Toca em tudo aleatoriamente outra vez, cabrão. Ok. Yeah, it's good. Para subirmos aqui? Não. Leva uma dessas, sócio. É bem machine gun. Very dark. Really?
We must be very quiet, all right? Listen to the clattering of the train.
How the fuck? Há uma coisa para interagir lá dentro. O meu filho está a acordar. Bem, há uma coisa para interagir na carrinha. Porque é que eu não estou a conseguir ir?
The lieutenant's dead.
Who's second in command?
There's a more efficient way of doing it.
What happened here?
Pull yourself together. Pull yourself together. I can't do it.
Shut up.
A few thousand feet per second.
Hello? This is the right room, isn't it? Hey, where are you?
What do you mean? I'm still here waiting for you.
I'm in the room you told me to go to.
What? That's impossible.
You must be in a different room then.
Well, duh.
Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't mean to send you on a wild goose chase.
That's okay. We all make mistakes.
You're kind. I really thought it was here. It really means a lot that you trusted me. I'm sorry I disappointed you. The truth is, I don't know what's happening to me. I've been locked in here for I don't know how long, and I'm getting really scared. I guess what I'm trying to say is that you are my only hope.
Hope isn't going to help me find a way.
You're right.
What are you doing?
Just give me a second. Yes, I got it. It says here, you're in a control room, right? So you're probably talking through an EVE console.
I guess.
That machine has control over the entire area. We should be able to get access to the maps, doors, shafts, everything.
But the screen says it needs a memory tube.
Huh. I wonder what that's for. See if you can find one lying around. I'm looking it up right now. It says here that the memory tubes have something to do with the oversight system for the whole bunker. They recorded events back when the system was still working.
Memory tube. Presumo que isto tenha a forma de um tubo. Aha!
was pretty horrific.
Yeah. It's like the bunker was trying to defend itself.
By any means necessary. I guess that's all war really is in the end. People killing each other in desperation. Did it end?
Did what end?
The war. Did the war end?
I think so. I don't really know.
Yeah, no one tells me anything either. So, what was it like where you came from?
The world is really peaceful.
That's good to hear. I hope it stays that way.
So, what do we do now?
Now, I have access to the control system in this area, and I can let you out of this room. I'll study the map and try to find the central control room. Go straight through the forge. There should be a passage down there.
Será que estamos a falar com o robô? Será que foi o robô que fez com que toda a gente fosse com os porcos? O robô ou a inteligência artificial do bunker? Não é nenhum robô.
So this is where all the trains were supposed to go. It's a dead end.
What?
There's no way to keep going.
According to my map, there should be a pipe there. It leads directly to the living area. Can't you see it?
So, you expect me to jump?
Listen, I wouldn't have let you here if I didn't think you could do it.
Can't you help me somehow?
Sorry, there's nothing else I can do. Now it's all up to you. You trusted me once. I just need you to trust me again. That pipe is part of the cooling system for this forge. There's a small reservoir at the end that should soften your landing. At least there should be.
Should be. You mean you aren't sure?
It's been so long since anything in here was working, it's anyone's guess if it's still there. But I'm willing to bet that it is. Try to remember the world outside. Remember how you described it? Peaceful. This place? This is just temporary. You can do it.
What will happen if I don't jump?
Have you ever felt helpless? Like you have no control over the things going on around you? Like you have to just accept whatever happens next? No matter how painful it is? Things don't have to be like that this time. You're in control now. So, to answer your question, if you don't jump, there's a chance you'll end up asking yourself, what if? And that's an awful feeling.
Okay, I will do it. I will jump.
Everything's going to be alright, trust me.
E dead. Achievement unlocked. Anger. Bargaining. Agora o puto vai ficar constipado. Isto é gelo. Estamos quase lá. Alguém andava aqui a curtir, a fazer pinturas. Dormir umas cestinhas. Oh, é praia. Tem um farol e o caraças. Uma pequena praiazita. Scofield, como é que é? Tá tudo bem, mano? Bem bom ver-te aí de novo, mano. Dar um saltinho a dizer olá. Yikes. What the fuck is this? Cenas do Hitler. É. Fotografias, será que isto são pessoas que morreram? Yeah, probably. Então, vamos aqui pela janela. Feito gatuno. Feito bandido.
Is anyone here?
Please don't kill me. É agora que aparece o monstro? Não. Effective immediately, all the cameras in the compound are to be disabled until the debugging of each room takes place. All the communication that pertains to matters of production, strategy, food distribution, future plans, etc. is to be conducted through written message. For the time being, some that all conversations are being monitored. He is listening. Dominica. Yeah, isto provavelmente foi inteligência artificial. Por isso é que eles queriam desligar as câmaras. Para a inteligência artificial não saber o que é que eles estavam a fazer. And hear the growing whispers. Oh damn.
Let me remind those who have forgotten. When the Battle of the Bunker ended, we went looking for German civilian survivors. None were found alive. Must I remind you why? Because the bunker's machinery had removed them from the battlefield so they wouldn't interfere with the counter-attack, only to suffocate them in one of the unventilated hangars. Is this the kind of effectiveness we're looking for? Is that the value we put on human life? I will say it once more. No! I will never allow these machines to be turned on again.
Ok. Cada vez mais acho que é mesmo. Sword. Inteligência artificial. All Nazi documents are to be left untouched, despicable as they are. We will not burn them. The Nazis already burned all the evidence of their atrocities on their own. We do not need to aid them. When the war finally ends, and it will end, these documents will be used to expose them and hold them to account. All the documents are to be stored in the file room. Então se calhar... Não, se calhar estou enganado.
Hello, can you hear me? It's not working. I need to find a control room. Is anyone up there?
Please don't leave. I knew that others were considering leaving. I just never realized you were one of them. If you go, Dominica won't let us see each other over again. You know that she doesn't allow any of his followers to interact with us. Is superstitious gibberish more important to you than me? Trancado? Nope. Um violão, um trompete. Ah, não tem reflexo. I see dead people. Já estamos mortos, nem sabemos. Sala das pinturas. A sala das leituras. Description of the account. I went out mushroom picking, not that I thought I'd find any. Mind, but because I like wandering among the trees. So I stumbled upon a gnarled beech, looked up, and over by a clump of thistle I saw a white she-goat. What a miracle, I thought, because there wasn't been a living creature to be found since we ate that last hen 10 years back. And lo and behold, what? A goat. Where could it have come from? Right away I thought Veles must have favored us to send a blessing like that. I walked up to it, didn't run. It let me rope it and walked back to the settlement by my side like a dog on a leash. I went straight to the high priest to share the wonderful news. I hope it gives us milk with healing properties. Então eles ficaram aqui durante o weather time e a comida acabou. Será que os humanos eram prisioneiros do robô, da inteligência artificial? At the request of Willem Strake, I have agreed to lead a talk about Agartha, Shambhala, Aryans, Atlantis, total control of parapsych human abilities and research on the summoning of zombie armies. He convinced me his material will provide the necessary support for the colonists. In my youth, I look strong, interested in these topics, so shall have plenty of material to speak on. Yet we both know, I hope, that these stories are not worth a hill of beans. But at least, and I know that the strength of the German nation does not come from fairy tales, but from mental fortitude and from science. Thus, when the colonists prepare for the ultimate battle, they should draw on the accomplishments of scholars, propose a return to a method that was tested with great success at the front, namely substance D9, DAX, a mix of cocaine, pervitin, strong stimulant, and Eucodol, a strong painkiller, transforms common men into super soldiers. It provides a significant boost to concentration, endurance, strength, courage, and self-confidence. It also disables pain perceptors while stifling hunger, thirst, and the need for sleep. Ooh. It has side effects, yet in the deciding moment they are of no import. Ok. Acho que se calhar os efeitos colaterais disto não devem ser muito bons. Tomas isto, mas depois morre aos 32. Já estava morto eu. Dear Willie, I know you do not need anyone to tell you how to do your job, but I would like to alert you to a problem. I receive reports that despite constant guidance and instruction, many people still do not understand the concept of the colony. Some fear being locked up underground, or even that those left on the surface will have it better. For to prune away all such doubters, I would lose half of the settlers, the would-be strength of this colony. So I hit upon an idea. Perhaps we could, in some undermining way, share with our colonists the story of the Aryans, the Atlanteans, from whom we descend. After all, if our ancestors could thrive after losing their homeland, we too can emerge from our ordeal, defeat our enemies, and bring about the rebirth of our great Germany. With your storytelling talent, this tale will surely soften the hearts of doubters and calm frayed nerves. What do you think? What do you think? Então estavam tipo a criar aqui um culto para dar esperança às pessoas. Order request. I'm writing to you against the request permission to use the Nazi technology. People are starving. We can't continue to live in the dark like this. How many more women have to suffer miscarriage before you see things clearly? I will write to you every single day until you realize that there is no other way. Ok, a inteligência artificial tirou-lhes a luz? Ou eles tiveram que desligar a luz para a inteligência artificial não saber o que é que eles estavam a fazer?
What's this for?
Devia-se levar. Yeah. Parece um cartão, um passo. Any German occupier still hiding in the shelter is to be sought, put on trial and sentenced for their crimes. That includes civilians, workers, and of course military personnel. This goes for any Polish collaborators as well. Então quem ficou aqui preso foi as pessoas que derrotaram os alemães, foram invadidos ou foram atacados e depois perderam.
What was that?
A secret door? Isto não estava aqui antes, right? Greta Muller. É uma das cabecilhas. Vou cantar. A Greta Muller era a tal cantora. Ela é prisioneira de quem está aqui. que eu faço com esse cartão agora? Ah, está aqui uma porta. Preciso do cartão, precisamente.
Processing power is at least 50,000 times greater than that of the Americans' ENIAC. Its construction employs newly discovered methods of neural communication, sustained by faint electrical impulses and the activation of normally unused parts of the Gehirns. What's Gehirns? Gehirn.
Fine, I will leave.
Gehirn.
Anyone who wants to join me is welcome to do so, but to those who choose to stay, I ask, where do you draw the line? You are happy to reap the rewards, but unwilling to pay the proper respects. You ignore the divine powers that gave you these luxuries. If you decide to bow your heads to the gods that made this all possible, come with me. Come with me if you want to live. Ok. Vi aqui What? Que alfabeto é este? Strange. Doctor Strange. Aha! Aqui a câmera vai nos ver outra vez. Então. Host. A inteligência artificial passou para um cérebro humano.
Okay, let's see if bidirectional communication is working. Clearly not. We'll have to find a workaround. What if... I know it's not ideal, but given the circumstances, this will have to do for now. I'd like you to press the button, if you can hear me. Dobrze. Let's try another experiment, shall we? As I suspected, this won't be straightforward. There's some sort of safeguard blocking my input. This makes no sense. Huge machine with this much computing power and then make it impossible for the operator to use it. Unless it doesn't want me
Faz
to
lembrar
make
a
any
cena do Wall-E.
changes.
Os computadores da nave
It
do Wall-E
wants you to make
no
them.
jogo.
I just tried to access the part of the system. Can you enable it? That's it. It worked. Okay, let's not waste any more time. You always said you wanted your own garden someday.
Plot A.
What do you feel like planting? Remember, we must be careful not to overwater the crops. What's happening? We must have initiated the automated calibration cycle. It's overloading the system. Remember, we prepared for this. We need to disable some of these processes before...
What?
You'll have to authorize its change. I can only request them for you. Now, disable them as quickly as possible. That's it. Now for the next one. You're doing great. It's no use. That's it. We're turning it off. Jasna cholera. It won't let me.
Is that you? Say something.
He turned it on.
Turn what on? What are you talking about?
That machine, he turned it on. I don't think he's supposed to do that.
Who cares? I haven't heard from you since that jump. Do you know how worried I was? Are you alright? Well,
I'm fine.
then why didn't you say so? Where are you? I haven't seen you on my monitors.
Lucian used to live here.
The man you've been looking for. Wait, so you found the living quarters. Good. According to my map, they are on level 3. I'll try to find you with the cameras. I don't want to lose sight of you anymore. Do you understand? We need to stay focused, okay? Please tell me you
Okay.
Será que já consigo abrir esta porta? Não? Que eu saiba, para ali para o lado não havia tipo nada.
My name's Eva. I thought you should know.
My name is Shimon.
Nice to meet you, Shimon. I'm sorry if I came across as cold before. After we talked, I realized how selfish it was of me to expect you to make that stupid jump. My first thought was to scream out your name to stop you, but then I realized that I don't even know what it is. So, I'm sorry. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
It's okay.
Are you there? According to my map, this is the luxurious part of the bunker. I can't see anything. Most of the cameras have been disabled. I'd love to see how the German elite sleep. I bet it's glamorous. Is this thing even on?
Luxo. Meh.
Shimon, is that you? I can hear your footsteps.
Posso dar um golo? Ah, vou levar álcool comigo. Está ali uma câmara. Deixa eu fazer um coquetel de molotov. Só falta um isqueiro. Não, o puto tinha um isqueiro quando a gente entrou no bunker.
Oh, it's you. Why
Ah,
didn't
ok,
you say
estamos a limpar.
Is there no microphone there? Whoa, this place is a mess. Wait, what's that at the end of the balcony?
Yeah, eu vi.
Who'd have thought that Poles wouldn't keep things as tidy as Germans?
Put his legs up. His kidneys are starting to fail. There is not much we can do for him now.
There is. You know that.
I'm too tired to have that discussion again.
What do you want from them? To pray their problems away? It hasn't helped them so far.
Oh, that was horrific. I don't even know what to say.
As outras portas supostamente também davam para abrir. Vamos lá ao outro lado primeiro. Quero descobrir mais sobre este mundo. Quer dizer, se calhar estão trancadas. Nope. Vim tudo para trás à toa. Ah, um documento. To the settlement office, I'm looking at the dietary recommendations for the biocomponents created by the settlement officer, Miss Sieglind Huber. Found this part particularly amusing. Brain development is highly dependent on the essential unsaturated fatty acids alpha. Natural source of alpha is fish. Yeah! It's me, seafood or seaweed such as algae. Does Mrs. Linger will realize that her recommendations are laughable? If not, could you please give her that message? Ok, estou um bocado à toa. Então o caminho é por aqui. Então o que é que havia lá do outro lado? Ai, o caraças. E o rei do puto não corre. Caga, anda preguiçoso. Então quero saber o que é que havia lá para cima. Isto é uma loja de binhaço. Caguei, se isto for dar algum sítio para avançar, eu vou avançar. Não vou estar a voltar outra vez para trás. Came back. What? Não, sorry. Tenho que ler isto melhor. Estava aqui alguém. Weekly Report. 45 went, 32 came back. 43 menos 1, 42 menos 6. 36 menos 12. Yeah. If this continues this, then I guess I'm fucked. Estava aqui a espiar as cenas, tinha os binóculos, estava aqui na parte de cima da janela. Então se isto estivesse trancado a gente já não conseguia vazar daqui. No devotional or ritual objects are permitted in the shelter. You can anonymously surrender such object in this room. If you are found with any in your possession, you will be charged with treason. Traitor! Ok, essa era outra porta que eu não conseguia abrir. Então, ambos os caminhos vêm dar a Roma. Estação de Roma. Ali o símbolo nazi. Temos aqui portas. Nope. Está aqui uma luz a piscar. Será que está aqui alguém? Ok. Isto é uma corrente. Temos que ir por aqui. Dear all, when they cheated us during the food distribution, that should have been the last straw. I was naive to think they could still be reasoned with. Don't think anyone has any more doubts. We strike at noon. Remember, these people no longer resemble the people you once knew. He's brainwashed them. Don't pity them. They shouldn't afford you the same kindness. Robô. A inteligência artificial começou a controlar as pessoas pela mente.
Hey, I was getting lonely, so I figured I'd call you. I hope you don't mind.
Did you say your name was Eve?
Could you please not compare me to a lifeless machine? It's Eva. E-W-A. Eva. I thought we agreed to trust each other.
I do trust you, I'm sorry.
I have an idea. Each of us says something about themselves. Something personal. I'll start. I was born in Krakow, but but I spent most of my life living in a small village in the mountains. My dad is sort of a pastor. I was always really impressed by how he managed to inspire his people. But I never got to meet my mom. Your turn. Remember something personal.
The man in the picture might be my father.
Oh, so that's why you're here. You're trying to connect with him. I understand now. Thank you for telling me that. It couldn't have been easy.
I should keep going.
Right. Thanks for the chat, Shimon. Talk to you later.
Será que não deveríamos ter dito? A tube.
Can you let me out of here?
Sure, just give me a second to find you on the monitors.
I found another Eve memory tube.
We don't need to play it. The system doesn't seem to require it.
What if I want to?
Why would you want to? Has anything good come from digging up the past? So far, it's all been stories of destruction and betrayal.
I found the man I'm looking for in one of these recordings.
I'd rather you didn't waste our time with another memory tube. You know my opinion, do what you want.
I want to play it.
Será que ela está a esconder alguma coisa? Direto, sempre a mesma merda. Por isso é que eu prefiro fazer logo no início. Então, tá bom.
At this rate, we should be able to leave the bunker in a couple of months. That is, if we choose. Huh? Answer it.
Lucian, we need to talk.
Well, this certainly is a surprise. To what do I owe the pleasure, Dominica?
I want to negotiate.
No. As I've already told you, the situation is simple. We split the food 3 ways. You get a third, we get a third, and the rest will be given as an offering to the gods. If it weren't for their guidance, we wouldn't have found the food to begin with. We must pay our respects.
Fine.
Fine.
We'll split the food 3 ways, but on one condition. You take down those turrets.
I'll take them down. Eventually. If you keep your end of the bargain for the next 2 months, then I'll agree to remove them. Think of it as a grace period.
If you want production to continue, then you need to take them down. Now.
The thing is, Dominica, I need you less than you might think. Come back when you've come to your senses.
Wait. Let's not make any hasty decisions. I'm sure we can come to an understanding, Lucian.
What's happening? activated. She tricked us. I don't know what you're...
You'll find out soon enough. But I can promise this won't end well for you.
Find her. Get those turrets back online quickly. Show me the map. They're already on their way. They mustn't get across the bridge, do you understand? Hold them back. It's not working. We have to blow it up. We have to blow up the bridge, do you understand? There is no other way. If we don't, all of this will have been for nothing. The turrets are back online. Authorize the use of lethal force. Make sure no one's on the bridge when it explodes. What have you done? You still don't understand how any of this works, do you? I didn't want this. I didn't want any of this. You made me do this.
Damn, son. Estou a ver duas fações aqui. Aparentemente. Nós estamos a controlar as decisões do robô. Eu decidi não matar civis, mas... Bem, parece que ficamos sem a ponte. Não sei se eu matasse os civis, se a ponte continuaria operacional. Esta é a ponte. Yes, yes, seems so. Onde é que estão as turrets? Não, talvez não seja, não sei. Dá para passar a mesma, na boa. Por que é que ficas a olhar para baixo, Sócio? Ok, aquelas são as turrets. Estas duas. Quase que parecia que me disparar para mim. Isto é uma porta? Nope. Prescription or automatic recording triggered by detection of the keyword goat via the intercode system. That goat, there was something odd about it. What do you mean odd? It had horns, a tail, a goat like any other. But did you see what it did? Goat thing stood around, exactly. It stood in the grass and didn't even take a bite. Maybe it wasn't hungry. Also, have you ever seen a goat that wasn't hungry? It is like a calf with two heads. Don't you remember how in 43 of the goats are full of grass in the yard? Then ate your belt too, and you had to truss your trousers up twine. Don't act like you don't know. Goats never stop eating. Telling you, some things with that goat ain't right. Well, it's a miracle goat. Maybe miracle goats are more particular about what they eat. You old fool. If you believe anything, if someone pretty young thing lifted her skirt for you, you'd think it was for true love and not the 6 pounds of dried meat in the leather. Será que a inteligência artificial também controlava animais?
Can you see this?
No, where are you?
It looks like a food processing factory.
I can't.
Eva? Eva?
So many dead animals. Já sabia, otário do caraças. Só se era só revelares para o lado. Tanta xixa. Está podre, está um bocado verde. Está com ranço. Espero que esteja em desconto.
Eva? Can you hear me? I thought I was going to die. I need to tell you something. You saved my life, and not just now. When my mom passed away, I didn't think I could carry on alone. There was no one, nothing left for me to live for. I tried looking for Lucian because I needed someone to be there for me. But that someone was you, not him. I have a goal now. I'm going to find you.
Request letter. According to the settlement officer, we are to be supplied with 200 tons of spelt. No letter than no such delivery has been made thus far. This is an urgent matter. Expect prompt response. The request has been noted. The delay is due to the unfathomable stupidity of Polish bandits. They wanted to blow up the SS outpost, but their exploded prematurely, destroying the nearby storage facility that was holding spelt meant for Zulzendorf. We'll supply you with spells as soon as possible. Tem cannabis aqui. Cannabis e couves. Quem quer? Estou a ver é só documentos aqui. Em cima das... Isto nem tem frutos nem nada. Which way? Isto não me parece que esteja desbloqueado. Olha, tá. Que parece-me ser o caminho. Vamos explorar só aqui uma beca. Aha! I knew it! People have gone completely fucking nuts with this whole fate of the ancestor things. They want to make sacrifice, we don't have enough food to just be tossing it away, so the gods may feast. I need to think of something that will satisfy the gods but keep the offering intact. There has to be a fire, otherwise they won't buy it. And when I throw something on it, the flame should spurt up. Maybe some kind of lead thing. I think I saw some lights somewhere. Just have to keep the adults away from the sacrificial fire, or they'll catch on. The aloe tree should be a good spot for making sacrifices. There needs to be a hole behind the fire with a photovoltaic cell hooked up a circuit so it sends an impulse that increases the flame. Underneath there can be a container for the sacrifices which will go right back to the storehouse. Damn, if I'd know I'd end up being forced to meddle with electronics, I'd never have decided to become a priest. Pelo que eu estou a perceber, até o próprio padre estava contra estarem a desperdiçar comida com os deuses. Será que ele era um padre cético? Achievement unlocked, bargaining. Ok, então aqui devemos estar no bunker 4, exactly. Isto quando a foto foi tirada.
Level 4. This is where the labs are supposed to be.
I knew you'd make it.
Eva?
Yes, I'm here if you need me.
Já me estás a ver?
Hey, I can see the top of your head in one of the cameras.
How are you talking through this?
What do you mean?
It looks like a portable camera.
That's so cool. Now I'll be able to see everything you see.
It's a little creepy.
Yeah, I can, but I need its serial number. Try looking for an electrical panel connected to it.
Attention, Chief Commander of Military Colonies, top secret. If
The electrical
this-
panel should be connected to the door.
Okay, if the civilian commander demonstrates incompetence, endangers the complaint of the HIV project, leads the colony into disarray, or places it continuously in danger, fails to meet production quotas for 3 consecutive months, exhibits signs of incapacity, mental or physical illness, rendering him incapable of performing his duties, he must be eliminated and the replacement chosen. Heil Henrik Himmler. Então esse Henrik Himmler, que supostamente é o nosso pai, não era o Joseph? Damn, tem que ir ali dentro. Não vais mandar um valor para cima da minha cabeça.
I think it's the same one that you took before. If it hadn't broken down, I might never have found you.
Então o que é que eu tenho que fazer? Não estou a perceber. Não podes abrir as cenas?
Hold still. I have to type it in.
Ok.
Okay, got it. It should be open now. We're unstoppable. By the way, I heard everything you said down there in that food processing place.
Oh.
I just want wanted to tell you that I understand. I know what it's like to be left alone. Things stop making sense and you think everything's hopeless, but you have to keep going. Especially now, when we are so close. The control room is somewhere on this level.
Alright. Almost there, guys. Estou um bocado confuso com a história.
I'm pretty sure that's not the way.
Será que eu vou ver a cabra
Are
também?
those the labs?
Looks more like a prison to me.
So this is where they kept the criminals.
I don't seem to have any control over this place. Its core architecture is much older than anything else around here. It's not even connected to the mainframe.
Não podes abrir essa bosta toda? Tem documentos em todo o lado. Oi, artista, como é que é, meu brother?
They needed permission to go downstairs.
Rules and regulations.
They were issued a one-use punch card for good behavior.
Each matron
So,
taking
if we want to go downstairs, we'll have to find an unused punch card.
each matron
Try opening up
shut the fuck
cells.
up. Each matron taking part of the quelled their intelligence program will be granted one use punch card for good behavior. A one use punch card can be exchanged for a visit to the first floor of the complex. Good behavior merits can be gained by abiding by the following rules. Curfew. Matrons may not leave their rooms between 21 and 6 in the morning. Hygiene. Matrons are required to maintain good personal hygiene. Cleanliness will be monitored by the superintendent. Medicine intake. Each matron will be prescribed a course of medication by their attending physicians. Matrons must follow the medication intake as instructed. Nutrition. Matrons are required to eat all of the food that is brought to them by the superintendent. The above mentioned rules are subject to change by the attending physicians, fishmen, psychians, not abiding by the instructions of the attending psychmans may be punishable by death. Por morte. Ok. Então como é que vamos abrir esta bosta? Com um martelo. Vamos abrir esta merda à martelada. Nope. Está aberto. Ora, partista, como é que é? Tens feito lives ou nem por isso? Nem por isso. Um chouriço. Então, como é que eu entro ali para dentro, carachos? Ah, olha, não me lembraste de manhã, pá. E eu esqueci-me. Portanto, não perguntei nada. Mas eu não devia poder entrar ali. Mas isto está aqui para a cena. Oh, badá. Pronto, então agora temos que abrir as celas e ir buscar um card de cada.
Let's grab the punch card and get out of here.
Dear professor, a specialist in the field of dentistry.
But the prisoners who were kept here were all fertile women.
Why?
I don't know.
Slavery. I would like to turn your attention into the teeth-related aspect of your program. Research has shown that over 90% of Polish women suffer from tooth decay and other dental issues, negatively affecting their reproductive capacity. Dental diseases delay the onset of pregnancy and are significant factors in miscarriage and slow birth weight. Oral hygiene must be meticulously maintained during pregnancy. Bile spat up during morning sickness destroys enamel. Women must rinse their mouths with water after each expulsion. Suggest each woman admit to the program undergoes full dental treatment before being sent to the farm. Once there, they must be supplied with oral hygiene supplies and supervision in their use. Ok. Eles queriam Queriam as senhoras grávidas. Mas tudo a fio, elas iam trabalhar para o campo grávidas. Sei que eles iam ser só usadas para a mão de obra. Olha, punch card.
This one hasn't been used at all. We could leave now.
The women here were only allowed to go downstairs a couple of times, and this woman never even used her pass.
Day 3, it's my third day here and still I marvel at the conditions in this place. Everything is clean to the point of
How bad is the
sterility.
world outside that a prison seems like a better
The
option.
Germans treat us with a measure of politeness and the food is fantastic. I have never eaten such frequent delicious filling meals. Plus they see we get enough physical activity and maintain proper hygiene. They even make sure we brush our teeth after every meal. Before I was brought here, they subject me to every medical examination imaginable. It will be like a wonderful vacation, except I still do not know where I am, nor why I am here, and I have no one to talk about it all. I share my room with Stefa, but as soon as we enter it, she begins crying into her pillow. I try to speak to the other girls in the cafeteria, but they only point to the walls with an easy look in their eyes. Someone eavesdropping? It seems I will have to survive a while longer without conversation. At least I have you, dear diary. Aqui fotografias de família. Hitler wants you to have a family, so he can have slaves. Ok, punch card. Está todo usado.
This one is used up.
Eu não sei se preciso de mais. Vamos tentar ver se há mais algum punch card que tenha mais alguns usos.
That's a lot of crossword puzzles. Okay. A four-letter word for heaven it's not.
Here?
Even though I agree with this.
Those paintings.
What about them?
My mom used to draw something like that.
It's probably just a coincidence.
Esta era a cela da minha mãe. Minha mãe escapou. Mas o gajo então não era o meu pai, o gajo era o cientista que...
Suava? That's my mom's name. She was one of the prisoners. Why did she never mention it to me?
Dear Suava, I
You
am...
want to talk about this place?
I am forever grateful for what you did for me. He looks exactly how I remember him. I was terrified when I realized that I was starting to forget him. But now, thanks to you, I don't have to worry anymore. He'll always be with me. I'm writing this to you because I know you don't like to talk about it, but I hope one day you also get to experience what it means to be a mother. Those brief moments that we share with our children make all the suffering we go through worthwhile. I am praying to any gods that is listening, they bless you with a child. Yours, Zózia. Então esta era a colega da minha mãe. Ah, Zózia. Zózia. Está-se bem? Como é que é, Zózia? Se bem, Zózio?
Here's another one.
Isto também está todo usado.
Looks like it's all used up.
Ok, então agora vamos lá para a porta. Não é esta, é aquela. Não. Aqui foi de onde a gente veio. Damn, só se andas mais rápido, caralho. O jogo até podia ter um pace mais bacanito se desse para correr. Este filho da mãe é lento de caraças. Está aqui a passear ao caraças. Deve pensar que toda a gente tem a vida dele. Punch card. Put it in the slot. Put it in the slot. D. Use the punch card. Ficou com o meu cartão.
I'm glad that's over. looks familiar.
Yggdrasil. Os ramos parecem mãos.
This is it? This is what they were denied? The right to meet their own children? You know what? I've tried to be brave, but this is too much for me.
A gente estava num coisa destes quando éramos bebês. Nursery. Instructions concerning the selection of children in the Quell their intelligence program. Children involved in the program must pass a rigorous selection process as a first step. Children with alien traits should be identified. They will be passed to real German families, or once the program is underway, to the colonists. The remaining children should, by the time they are 5 years old at least, be split into 3 groups. Those with above average intelligence as measured on the disc, Dutch intelligence for Kinder surprise, subject to programming. Those with abnormal intelligence prepare for field labor or factory work. Those in any manner retarded placed in the T4 program. Os inteligentes vão para o programa, os burros vão mão de obra, que era o que eu estava a dizer, basicamente escravos, e os mongoloides, os que são como o artista Gold e como o direito PT, eram postos no T4, no programa T4. Note, point C does not apply to autistic children. They are difficult to manage but score impressively in testing. Então elas eram parideiras, estavam só aqui a cuspir bebés. E nós somos um desses bebés. Será que a nossa mãe só nos teve a nós? A primeira memória de todas, a gente estava num berço tipo aquele. Será que nós nascemos aqui? To Obermeister Max Pfeiffer, Acting Civilian Commander of Gestal Shelter. I wish to inform you that Ulrika Hess, one of our educators, has grown louder in expressing her discontent with the conditions at our school. She feels that cozy environs, exquisite food, learning through play, frequently physical activity, ample leisure time, and state-of-the-art medical care should not be wasted on Slavic swine. She complains that her own children, Aryans who can trace their heritage back at least 7 generations, live much more modestly and without such extensive pedagogical aids. Furthermore, their education is frequently interrupted by the need to take shelter from enemy bombing raids. Alright. Uau! Deixam-nos vir aqui para abrir a gaveta e depois não tem lá nada. What the hell is this?
Eva,
Yes?
could you open the door for me like you did before?
Are you sure you want me to do that?
Yes.
Knowing this place, it can be anything good.
Yes, I do.
Okay then.
Estar a sala de parir.
What is
Sala de
this?
parte.
They
Expelling kids room.
They were inseminating women here. It's horrible. I knew coming in here was a bad idea.
Não, era a sala de inseminação. Então estas manchas brancas é semen. É meitinha, leitinho. Só se eu já sou grande, eu consigo aguentar.
A classroom?
Dear sir, I wish to call to your attention a matter which I believe is of the utmost importance to the program you oversee. Cutting-edge research by Helga Goebbels indicates teaching children to play musical instruments has a very positive effect on their intelligence, particularly their linguistic ability and spatial perception. This research's findings and methodologies can be found in Helga Goebbels' fascinating doctoral dissertation, written by the young woman under the tutelage of my husband and soon to be defended. Thus, out of concern for the proper mental development of our young colonists, I ask that a grand piano be included in the colony supplies, for such an instrument provides the best way to practice one's scales and thus enter the broader musical world. My husband is a fervent proponent of this idea. Mikhail Numan. Damn. Os desenhos são uma beca fancy. Está ali o professor a abraçar os alunos todos. Aqui um cogumelo gigante, aqui outro cogumelo gigante, caveiras, um boneco maligno, um padre a fazer exorcismo e eu não percebo o que é este. São pessoas, está um puto preso, whatever, creepy stuff. Ok, vamos para o outro lado. A árvore está a fazer xixi.
I think this is the way out.
From the looks of it, the control room should be just beyond the dam.
Então vamos lá. Quero encontrar
It's never easy.
a
is it?
gaja.
We'll have to find a way around.
A salvá-lo. O nosso pai está aqui. Como é que isto tudo descambou tão rápido? Puto, não parece ter muito mais que 12 anos. Ou algo do género. 12 anos houve um culto e...
What is this place? Emma?
I grew up here.
Didn't you say that you grew up in the village in the mountains?
I did.
And you thought this was it?
Shimon, this isn't funny. What is going on here?
I don't know.
Ah, não somos só experiências. Eu estou a jogar com o...
Are you sure this is the place?
It is. At least I think it is. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Damn, son. Almighty Vales, old Mr. Piasnik debugged you a sacrifice. I heard her say it, told her husband he was a fool to give you meat. Why not old bread if we got to give something, she said. Anyway, she only gives anything so people don't call her cheap. So please, mighty Vales, punish her like she deserves. And reward me, your faithful servant, always looking after you, with health, good fortune, and that ring with the red gem Mr. Piansky got off the German woman and surely does not deserve. Epá, isto deve ser um daqueles retardeds. Só ia escrever cheio de erros.
This place looks really nice.
You don't have to humor me.
Lol.
I wonder what happened to all the people who lived here.
They
with
died.
me.
Build a statue like it's no small
It
thing.
looks like they're gone for good.
Don't get me wrong, I've built all sorts of crap in my time. When I framed and roofed Somerville for the chief of police in Yosnizniks, he nearly wet himself with admiration when he saw it. I stayed out of the camp because of that, like my predecessor who botched the job. Those forms I made outside Got for the underground bunkers that housed Major Speedy's partisans. They took a bombing and still didn't bust. But the statue, what am I, some kind of log shopping wood carver? No, I'm a carpenter, damn it. Lucian might know his stuff about the gods, but doesn't know shit about wood. Although I suppose when the gods are involved it's best not to make a fuss. Oh well, guess I'll hack out that statue for you. Então se calhar isto é uma das fações que andava em luta, que era a fação do meu pai, visto que pediu para construir uma estátua. A estátua dos deuses. Isto era o quê? A última ceia? Isto não dá para passar. Damn, os tratos são... O que é isto?
EK?
Those are my initials.
Did you do that?
No, Antek carved it for me. He got such a talking to after.
What does the K stand for?
Computer.
I don't remember.
I have a computer. Vamos lá ali à última ceia. Ainda tem aqui alguma merda. Great values, great motive of motherhood. Let me savor the sight of my own child as he learns to walk and talk, as he grows and supports me and my husband in our old age. Será que isto é a minha mãe que escreveu? Try treating myself with primrose oil, flax oil and chestwood extract. An herbalistic friend gave me a mixture of lady's mantle, yarrow leaves, yellow mallet, blah 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 blah. Nothing helped. The years go by and I fear my womb will soon be barren. I vow if I'm granted offspring, I will raise them to revere and worship you to the end of their days. You are my last hope. Não, não deve ser da nossa mãe.
And what's here?
This is where we used to gather. My father performed rituals at that altar. They were preparing a ritual for a successful journey.
So they left without you?
It looks like they didn't finish the ceremony. It's missing some offerings.
Killed!
Without them, their journey won't be successful.
Do you want me to finish the ceremony? That's what you get for leaving you behind.
So, do you want me to finish the ceremony?
You know what? Yes, I do.
What do we need?
Two things. An animal offering and a sacred item. What should we start with?
Let's start with a sacred item. But what makes an item sacred?
It's an item that's been blessed by the pastor.
Your father.
Exactly. I know just where to find one. Go to the living quarters. You'll find it there.
What am I looking for?
My hairpin.
Your hairpin is a sacred item?
It was carved from a holy tree.
Are you sure this will work?
Don't worry, it's just about symbolism. Let's look for that sacred item. Go to the bedrooms, you'll find it there.
Why were there so many toys there?
All the children grew up, and because of the radiation, no new ones were born. The youngest was Antek. When he turned 12, he became an adult. They shaved his head and put all the toys in one place for future children.
What does the hairpin look like?
My father carved it in the shape of a bison. At least that's what he said it was. This is where I last saw it.
I can't find it.
I guess we'll have to find something else instead.
How about the ring on that drawer?
Yes, that could work. You just have to bless it, but that's not going to be difficult. It looks like we have everything. We can go back to the altar now. I wonder what happened to that hairpin.
Maybe they took it.
No, they knew how important it was to me.
I'm sure it will turn up somewhere.
Put the offerings in the bowls. Now bless the items and the ritual will be complete.
Okay, bless the items. Easy.
Just say a few words. Something profound. The gods like that.
How about... No matter how dark the night, a new day's sun will rise.
Yeah, that works. I think we did it. Their journey should be successful now. Wherever they went. Thank you for doing this for me.
What
Since
no?
you grew up here, and the people from that recording moved here, did you recognize any of them? Like Lucian?
That scientist? I don't remember anyone like that. At least I don't think I do.
What now? Vamos voltar para trás? Isto tem peixe? Não. Algo me diz que não é para voltar para trás. Isto deveria ter aqui uma porta qualquer. Isto já lemos. Yeah. Está ali. Dá para
I'm
passar por
glad
aqui.
that we finished the ritual. Their journey should be safe now. And maybe ours will be too.
And what's here?
Something isn't right about this place.
What do you mean?
I just don't remember being here.
Ooh, the tree.
The tree. It's the same as the one in your mom's drawings. That's Lucian, the mom you're looking for. And there's the Monica. They look like they were friends.
He changed.
He definitely got older. Oh, that is one cute baby. Solas, your photo fits the empty space, but that doesn't make any sense. It would mean that the baby is you?
I knew it.
I can't imagine what you're going through learning that Lucian is your father.
He will never be my father. And I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, just... Yeah, okay. It must be your father's... Oh, I mean, Lucian's. Who's he trying to save?
I leave this with you. When the time comes, it is the gods will judge my actions. I will stand before them. I will look them in the eyes and I will not blink, because I know that one cannot have higher purpose than devoting their whole life to saving their loved ones.
My dear friends, now that's not it. Bracia I siostry. Yes, much better. Bracia I siostry. Recently,
Estou a falar com a minha mãe? A voz é parecida. Brothers and sisters, we do not know when we shall leave this bunker. We must fend for ourselves, and it warms my heart to see the spirit of camaraderie among us each and every day. Yet events have transpired that are hard to explain rationally. The learning experience Knock found a new tunic when his old one could no longer be patched up. Sbanashua found a new hoe after her old one broke. And Jedrek Placto returned to health, though it never knew what afflicted him or how to cure it. The list goes on. I have the feeling that someone is watching over us, and recently he has given us a sign. Fate's tangled path has brought us to the kingdom of Veles, the Slavic god of the waters, of the underworld, yet also a song and poetry. I feel it is he who is behind all of those marvels. He is giving a sign so that we will believe. Let us erect an altar and statue to worship him, so that we may win his favor and his aids. AIDS. Okay. Isto é a chavinha que eu tenho, com uma câmera com microfone que eu tenho ao peito.
Can we talk about what just happened?
I don't think I want to. Let's just focus on our goal. The control room should be close.
Sure.
You said you live here with other people?
As far as I remember,
Where did they all go?
they must have left just before we got here.
I don't think you're telling the truth. So, you grew up here, underground. Do you remember the world outside?
Sure I do. Before the bombs hit, I had a normal life on the surface.
Before the bombs hit? Wasn't that like 20 years ago? That doesn't make any sense.
Ela é robô. Gosto desta runa aqui à direita. Qual deste sim? Este aqui. Não estou a perceber o que é isto. Isto são campas?
That was your friend, wasn't it?
Was he really so young when it happened?
I'm so sorry, Emma.
Este salto já é um bocado grande. Saving, não?
Is this the right path?
I don't know.
Dude, it's the only pet. Mais fácil ir por baixo. Estás a sujar aí as calças cheias de musgo verde no cu.
It can be much further.
Can meet much further.
Help me.
I don't know how.
What? Oh shit.
Eva, your name is on the grave. What's going on here?
I don't remember. I don't want to remember.
Remember? That's his name. You're his daughter.
Stop it. I don't want to hear it. You should never have come here.
But you wanted me to help you.
You can't help. No one can. This place was built on lies and death. There's only pain here. I'm not going to suffer anymore. I'm shutting it down. It's over. You hear me? It's over.
Eva? Eva? If he's your father, then I will say this is, whether you want me to or not.
Good boy. Vou salvar o nosso irmão. Estranho mesmo o alarme que a gente está a ouvir no princípio. Ele deu a volta a essa merda toda. Vamos perto da saída. Oh shit. É ela que está a fazer isto? Não me deixa espreitar lá para dentro. Está-se a arrastar boi agora. Não dá para ler. Só lá ver se descobrimos o que é que se passou.
others, we must hope for the best and prepare for the worst. If anything happens, just remember to monitor their heart rates. There's no need for anything drastic.
Que é um ataque.
Welcome to our humble home. My heart rejoices to see us all together as sisters and brothers. You were all summoned here to proclaim your allegiance to the gods. That was the agreement, and you have stood by your word. We who have been blessed by the gods will prove the power of our faith to the doubtful.
What? Security kids can guard the post takes the place of the only time indica vocês.
You damn fools! Hey! Zostaw mnie! Zostaw mnie! Kurwa! You haven't the slightest idea! You will feel the wrath of the gods!
So, this is it for me, huh? Do what you want. I refuse to be part of your twisted little fantasy any longer.
Speaking of the time.
The unfaithful are no more. They brought the wrath of the gods upon themselves. Do you understand? They are to blame. But we're still together. Everyone who matters is alright. What happened to her?
Quer saber onde é que está a minha irmã? Não posso tirar a chave? What? O que é que se passou? Ok, estou uma beca confuso. Generator off. Esse jogo está-se a atrofiar uma beca. Ainda está a atrofiar.
So this is where you spend all of your time.
Dominica?
I came to talk. I wanted to put our differences aside and come here to extend my condolences.
Thank you. But I have to get back to work.
That's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. People at the processing plant are worried. No one's seen you since the funeral.
I've been busy. As I said, I need to get back to work.
I understand that's how
Será que a
you
filha dele
operate,
morreu e ele
but this
transferiu a mente para o
obsession,
computador?
it's not healthy.
Wait. The plant isn't overloading the system, is it?
No, everything's working fine. People are calling it a miracle.
Good. Good.
I can't imagine what it's like to lose a child.
Dominica, I don't have time for it.
Time for what? Grieving the death of your daughter?
You don't understand. I can still do something.
She's gone, Lucia. You can't bring her back. There's not going to be a second miracle.
Just you wait and see.
So, he faked her death?
Não é disto, honestamente. Não sei o que é que se passa. Science log Lucian Colenta. Dr. Rudolf Schroeder noted his findings that the biocomponent hippocampus suffered the most stress during the excessive use of the system. What he failed to notice was that there are numerous ways to counter this stress through non-invasive methods, precautions such as limiting the number of operations the biocomponent can work on simultaneously, or applying a shift work system. Most day-or-date operations can greatly decrease the stress of biocomponent in subject to. We have already exceeded the longevity of the most durable biocomponents by a factor of 10. This is even more impressive considering we are only operating with a single host. Unfortunately, there is no denying that there is substantial deterioration in the biocomponent's memory. Delusions are also becoming increasingly frequent. For this reason, and this reason alone, I have decided to conduct a physical procedure injecting the biocomponent with a modified version of the drug cocktail the Nazis formulated to create the Uber Soldier. It is, I must say, rather worrying since no such experiments have previously been carried out, but the situation is dire. It is undeniable that the drugs used by the Nazis have beneficial results on the host when they cannot stress enough how important this is used correctly. An alteration of the formula, however slight, could be fatal. Found the side effects to be particularly useful, especially considering the current situation among the colonies. There may come a point at which we will need to defend ourselves. Its case form, however, is not easy to contain. That is why I deemed it necessary to create a vaccine which I will administer to the believers. There is no reason to risk the well-being of those who decide to trust me. I just need to make sure they take it, but that should not be difficult. They will do anything if they think... Pirate Maya! Obrigadão pelo raid! They will do anything if they think I will strengthen their faith in the gods. A medical nuance ritual wine should do just fine. Much appreciated for the raid. Bem-vindos todos. Fishman Channel. Ok. Bem, mas eu devo estar a acabar o jogo. Imagino que estejamos quase no fim. Isto de fazer um full gameplay. Hello, hello. Então, o que é que estavas a jogar? Oh, devo perguntar em inglês. What were you playing? Elden Ring. Eu também tenho o Elden Ring para jogar. But first I need to play something else. Preciso acabar estes jogos aqui do Humble Choice. Todos os meses jogo jogos do Humble Bundle que vêm no Humble Choice. Prometi-me a mim mesmo para me forçar a jogar. Mas também tenho aqui o Elden Ring para jogar. Ainda não experimentei. Aliás, ainda não experimentei porque tenho ali um processador novo e uma motherboard nova para instalar, que é para o Elden Ring e depois correr bem. Chegou hoje, ver se instalo amanhã ou depois. Não tenho muito tempo, mas pronto. Se não, tenho RAMs. Prefiro tentar jogar o Elden Ring numa potência maior. Mas sim, também quero jogar. Ainda bem que estás a gostar. É bom sinal, toda a gente está a gostar. Dear Professor, I must report an issue resulting from the AA's rapid consumption of biocomponents and maintain instability of roughly 4 months, significantly less time than planned. After that, they served no purpose and, as per protocol, should be subject to solar... Therein lies the problem. We must dispose of the bodies due to epidemiological concerns. Yet, first of all, there is little room in the cemetery, and secondly, frequent burials could negatively impact colonists' morale once the colony begins to function normally. I would be grateful for any suggested solutions. Será que ele estava a guardar o corpo da filha para tentar ressuscitá-la e não conseguiu, então transferiu a filha para um computador, para uma pen? Damn! Quero saber, estou curioso agora. Então como é que a vamos salvar? Ah, ok, pronto. Sim. Eu ainda não tenho PlayStation 5. Ainda! E pronto, sim, por acaso andei a investir no computador. Talvez compre no Natal. Nem dá para ler nada. Uma prenda de Natal para mim mesmo. Vamos ver como é que a vida corre. Mas já há jogos. Vai ser um Final Fantasy. Vai sair O Horizon também não vou comprar para a 4, vou esperar para ter a 5. Mas o Elden Ring, pronto, já tenho no PC. Mas há alguns jogos que eu quero muito comprar e jogar na PlayStation. Bem, por enquanto a gente continua a jogar PlayStation 4. Por acaso os jogos deste mês que deram na PlayStation Plus parecem bacanas. Acho que vou jogar alguns. Vou tentar aquele de corridas e vou jogar o outro do Ninja qualquer. É de experimentar os dois. It is my hypothesis that I need to have another child. Ganda facada. Então ele teve-nos só para salvar a filha. It is my hypothesis that if two hosts share DNA, it is easier for them to communicate. They are, for lack of a more appropriate word, synchronized, better than two unrelated biocomponents. The increased speed at which similar subjects shared electrical impulses in the past supports this conclusion. This is enough for me to attempt to connect a second host that is related to the one currently connected. Unfortunately, it cannot be me. Firstly, because I am too old, and secondly, because there will be no one on the other side to oversee the experiment. The only other option is to create a child of my own. Unfortunately, the likelihood of this happening is low, considering there have been no successful pregnancies in the past 5 years. But perhaps something can be done if I were to use the genome altering medicine that the Nazis were experimenting with. Oh damn, ele deu a droga a ele mesmo para ser pai, para salvar a filha. Ok, está tudo ligado. Nice, creepy, uma caveira. Este jogo tinha um bom vibe para ser um jogo de terror. Ok, vamos lá acima. Second floor. Epá, eu vi é que deram no PlayStation Plus o Ghost of Tsushima Online. Eu joguei um bocadinho, quando eu dei a volta ao Ghost of Tsushima. Joguei um bocadinho do Ghost of Tsushima Online e estava muito fixe, mas lá está, é muito jogos online, é muito investimento, já tenho jogos online o suficientes para estar a investir em mais jogos, mas pronto, o gameplay do Ghost of Tsushima é muito fixe.
The only thing we can do now is pray.
Stop.
If this is what the gods want for us, then we should accept it.
E então o modo online também era porreirito, mas era um bocado lixado.
I just need more time.
Lucian, we have to accept things the way they are.
Então eles deram um modo online mesmo para aumentar o número de pessoas, assim já não precisam ter o jogo original para jogar aquilo. E depois era mais um qualquer que eu nem sei, que não tenho interesse.
Does that mean
Então são 4 jogos este
he
mês.
made me?
Deixa eu ver se eu vejo aqui quais é que são. Sei que é um de corridas. Só me têm aparecido notícias do Elden Ring ultimamente. Bom, já vejo. Mas ainda não os fui sacar. Mas já estão disponíveis hoje. Como também, passo aqui pelo estado, está disponível o Humble Choice do mês de março. Portanto, este jogo que eu estou a jogar ainda é do Humble Choice do mês de fevereiro, mas entretanto já saíram os do mês de março e tenho que ir dar uma espreita. Estou curioso sobre o que é que vai lá sair. O que é isto? Ah não, ok, isto já vimos, este documento. Não estou a ver onde é que temos que ir agora. Boobs. Por cima está muito escuro aqui, a luz foi abaixo. Já vimos isto também. From created by Uber. Então já vimos tudo. Quando encontramos a minha irmã. Pois, eu não sei com tanto game. Não sei como é que vou jogar o Elden Ring. Sorry. Mas devia ser lá em cima. Então, Sonic Team Racer, Ghost Rider, Ark e Ghost of Tsushima Legends. São esses os 4 jogos. Não tenho interesse no Ark nem no Ghost of Tsushima porque já joguei. Mas tenho no Ghost Runner e no Sonic, eu gosto de jogos de cartas. Será que ali era onde estava o corpo da minha irmã? Mas agora já não consigo falar com ela, mano. Estou um bocado à nora. Estou quase a acabar o game e não consigo ver onde é que está o fim. Matos crânios. Ah, está aqui uma chave. Really? Não vais levar isso? Leva isso, sócio. Não dá para eu levar. Mas pronto, eu não sou muito fã de Souls-like games. Nem sei se o Elden Ring for muito fedido. Não sei se tenho paciência para ficar lá naquilo. Só estou um bocado à toa. Ah, tem aqui umas escadas. Ok, finally. Acceptance, achievement unlock. Depression. The tree. Por que raios é que haveria de haver aqui uma mesa com uma cadeirinha? It's time. It was fate that brought us to this place, and it is fate that now leads us away. We leave tomorrow in search of another place that we can call home. We mistook this place for paradise. We know now that it has never meant to be our paradise, but it will be yours. I know you will come here. If not in a year, then perhaps in 5. If not in 5, then in 10. But you will come here. You cannot avoid it. It may seem cruel, but the gods have a plan for us all. You can try to run from your destiny, but it will catch up with you in the end. You will come here and you will have a chance to make everything right. You know what needs to be done, Simon. O meu pai sabia que eu iria vir aqui. É da ligação que eu tenho com a minha irmã. The end, não? Oh, ok.
Shimon,
Do you want me to read something to you?
no. The light is hurting my eyes today. Open the drawer for me, would you? I got upset when you found that. I shouldn't have.
It's okay, Mom.
I hope he forgives me
Hope who forgives you?
when he sees what a smart, brave young man you turned out to be.
Mom, what are you talking about? Forgive you for what?
Forgive me for taking you away from him.
Mom, I don't understand. Why are you telling me this? Mom, it's not your fault.
Sim, André, eu sei que já saiu o Humble Choice deste mês, que saiu agora. Eu sei que sim, mas eu queria jogar este jogo. Por acaso a história não me parece assim grande, jarda. A jogabilidade é uma beca podre. A história é interessante, mas não é nada de especial. Ser interessante não significa ser bué da boa. Mas a jogabilidade é uma beca fatela. É um jogo very slow paced. Que bastava ter a opção de correr, já tornava o jogo mais bearable. Mas não tem a opção de correr, é tipo, foi o que eu disse no início do vídeo, é tipo um walking simulator. E é um bocado chato, porque fica muito slow paced. Ele tem uma opção de correr, mas basicamente a diferença entre correr e andar não é nenhuma. É a mesma velocidade que o gajo corre e anda. A minha irmã. Ela está viva. Eu posso me sentar ao lado dela para a salvar. Right?
I bet this isn't how you imagined it finally. Everything came back to me when you found that grave. Like a flood. To think I was keeping the truth from myself for all that time. It's amazing what the human mind is capable of.
Ok, então ela está aí ligada ao computador.
You're alive.
I am.
That's good.
At this point, I don't really know, Shimon. What I do know is that I was really upset when I told you to leave. Now I'm glad you didn't listen.
There are so many things I want to...
I'm tired, Shimon. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I think I'd like to go.
What do you mean?
I want you to unplug me.
Eva... Why?
Shimon, I don't even understand what I am anymore.
You're my sister.
I always wanted to have a sibling. I'm glad I can call you brother. Thank you for saying that. You know, I tried to forgive him for leaving me here, but I can't. Do you think that makes me a bad person? Tell me, what kind of father condemns his own daughter to oblivion?
I'm not sure what to say. Lucian made me. In a lab. It must have been for a reason.
Maybe it was always about us meeting here?
Lucian lied about your death to save you.
And you think it was justified?
I think he loved you as a father more than anything else.
Shimon, that's really a lot to take in. I don't know what to do with it. How do you imagine my life here will look, huh? You think I'll be able to go outside, see the sunshine? What happens if there's a power outage and I'm all alone? Or if someone comes and tries to take this place and use it? You think I'll be strong enough to defend myself?
You're stronger than you think. Eva, tell me, what will happen to you if I agree?
Well, that depends on what you believe happens when someone dies. What do you think?
Nothing. There's nothing there.
If there's nothing there, that means there's no pain either. And that's comforting. I think you're ready.
Ready for what?
To make the decision. I want you to know that I'll accept your decision no matter what it is.
I can't do that to you.
I guess it's too much to ask of you, but I want you to know that I respect your decision. It's a relief to know my fate is settled, but that leaves us with you. What are you going to do?
I want to stay here. What do you think?
You know what they say? Two's company, three's a crowd. I'm glad I won't be here all by myself. We might try to do some good around here together. So, what's your final decision, Shimon?
I will stay here.
Good. I never liked saying goodbye.
Desbloqueei dois troféus por não a ter desligado e por ter decidido ficar. Eu posso desligá-la e ficar, fico no lugar dela. Posso não desligá-la e bazar, ou podia ter bazado agora também. Pois, não a desligava e bazava, desligava e ficava, desligava e bazava, para esta merda toda. Vamos jogar com a nossa irmã. A gente também estava onde? Estava aí fora do bunker, onde só há neve e frio e merda. Vimos para aqui outra vez para a merda. Também estávamos sozinhos antes, pelo menos agora estamos acompanhados. Mas eu pensei que ele ia tentar salvar a irmã, sei lá. Bem, ao menos agora temos companhia. Afinal a neve está a derreter. Uau! Paradise Lost. Aí está, é o gameplay de Paradise Lost. Aparentemente tem... Oh, Acceptance, Achievement Unlocked. Aparentemente tem 4 finais alternativos. Portanto, eu decidi ficar e não matar a minha irmã. Provavelmente temos um final em que escolhemos matar a irmã e ficar. Outro em que escolhemos matar a irmã e não ficar. E outro em que escolhemos deixar a nossa irmã viver e bazar. Mas isso tipo deve ser o pior, coitada. Ela queria morrer e a gente não a mata e ainda a deixa sozinha outra vez. Damn. Pronto, e é o game Paradise Lost. Eu espero que tenham gostado. Não se esqueçam que este jogo está no Humble Choice. Estava no Humble Choice, porque acabou de mudar no decorrer do dia de hoje o Humble Choice. Se quiserem se inscrever no Humble Bundle, tem um link aí em baixo, eu sou partner deles. Tem o Humble Choice, que é uma bundle mensal. Não se esqueçam que parte das receitas do Humble Bundle vão para sites de caridade. Portanto, comprem o Humble Choice, comprem lá jogos, comprem lá outras bundles, sempre a bons preços, e parte vai para a caridade. Muito bueno. Então espero que vocês tenham gostado deste gameplay. Por enquanto é tudo. Fiquem bem e tenham um grande gaming time. Bye bye.